Okay, so I'm blow drying. I'm almost finished. And I started her blow dry with the Wavy Talk blow dryer. And I watched all the TikToks. I bought it. I wasn't being paid by Wavy Talk, so I can give y'all my honest opinion. It left her hair feeling hard. And I had to come back in and like smooth it out more with my good old Silverbird from Conair. And don't sleep on the Conair dryers because they are the truth. Now I don't really like their comb attachment because it has like some rubber stoppers that are supposed to hold it on, but I find when it gets hot, the comb attachment, if you're holding the dryer in a down position, like blow drying from the top of the head down, it'll fall off, and I don't have time for that. Their concentrator stays on stuck like glue. I really love the concentrator, but sometimes I would blow dry, but I don't have time to, be in the middle of a blow dry. I got to keep stopping. So now I'm pressing her out, and I'm using an electric pressing comb. I was trying to think what pressing comb I'm using, but it's just something I either got it at the beauty supply. I think I got it at the beauty supply. Um, it might be a Red Pro, and it could be a what's the clipper company that makes the clippers? It may be a Andes. No, that's my small one, but I liked it because it had a black comb. That was it. Um, and I still have my regular stove pressing combs, but this is so easy. I don't always feel like turning my stove on when I'm having to press. So I'm pressing her, getting it ready. Excuse me. Yeah, she wanted a old fashioned press and curl. So sometimes people don't want you to flat iron press their hair out. They want their press with the pressing comb, hot comb, straightening comb, depending on what part of the country you're in. I think the name of the comb changes, but I just call it a pressing comb. I like to press with the pressing comb professionally. I know a lot of people press with the flat iron, but that's a different vibe. I put curl wax in her head because I asked the client, you want it really fluffy and silky, or do you want me to put some curl wax in? And when people want curl wax, it's a heavier press, and it's okay because I was looking at a video the other day, and the lady had done the doobie wrap. So I was like, oh wow, they bringing the doobie back. So she put the roller on top. She wrapped the client's hair, and then in the comments, the lady was like, one of the comments was like, well, it looks heavy to me and greasy. I said, well, everybody doesn't want their hair fluffy and soft because for some people, like how her hair looks right now, if I don't put wax in it and she wants wax, she was like, yeah, basically put some wax in my hair because I don't want my hair to revert too quickly. So some people's hair, if you don't put wax on it, or and this is curl wax, it's what's her name? I like her products, and her gel is to die for. Um Joyce Williams, her products. She had the freeze spray back in the 80s. I'll never forget, I was a model at the Bronner Brothers show. When you're walking through the show and they ask you in the crowd, you want to get your hair done? And I was like, sure. And they did the freeze curls. I bought all of the spray. I bought all the freeze curl system. But she still has products. You can order them. I'll link her information down below. And I think she answers the phone when you call. I was amazed, but I ordered my gel. Her foam is pretty good. I saw a stylist doing her finger waves in the salon, and I bought some, so I like the foam. So I just took some oil off my hands and rubbed it on my irons because I'm getting ready to curl her hair. And I don't know what was going on. My stove was acting funny. It was a whole situation that day. I was like, what is going on right now? But we got her Marcel curls done. Now I don't know where I'm at with the camera. The camera was doing its own thing. Let me see, what am I spraying? Oh, a little bit of humidity resistant spray. Humidity resistant spritz by Mizani. It's one of my favorite products as well. Cause it's light, but it helps to repel the moisture, so it doesn't make the hair stiff either when you are curling it. Like sometimes I want to spray a little hairspray on the clients who I know their hair will revert if it's, bad weather or humid outside. So this client's hair probably has medium to low porosity. So she doesn't have extremely porous hair. It's not, she does have big hair in terms of fine, medium or normal, and coarse. She has more of a medium to coarse because each one of her strands are pretty big. You can see one strand on its own. If you enlarge the picture, you would be able to see that that is one strand, where someone whose hair is finer texture, they may look like it's one strand, but when you get down to it and you pick the strand up, you find out that it's like 5 or 6 of them together looking like one strand. So you'll know their hair is fine. But her hair lasts pretty good in inclement weather. It reverts a little bit, so a lot of the environment and humidity doesn't jump right in her hair. She has pretty good moisture balance, and she has a lower level of porosity, because porosity has all medium, high, medium, low, high, normal, low, low. I mean, porosity has variables. It's just not a cookie cutter situation. It's on a case by case for you to determine what the porosity is of your client's hair by how the client's hair responds to the weather. So that's a good indicator, or responds to being wet down. Yeah, I'm putting a little bit of a Design Essentials anti-itch on her scalp. Now her hair is not itchy, but her scalp can get a little dry, and we started her with the Mizani Crown. It's a liquid that you put on. It's a pre-wash or pre-cleanse, and it helps to exfoliate off the dead cells and the flakiness and things like that off of the scalp. And then I just like to massage it in. Don't overdo it. Just put some in and then massage it around, so that we don't want, it's a really silky type of oil. So conditioning cream hairdresser. I mean, not conditioning cream. Anti-itch is a oil base, so you don't need too much. I'm sorry, the camera is not where it's supposed to be. It was doing all kinds of stuff, y'all. This was my first time using this camera, and it was following my hand. At one point, it was following me. I said, no, I need you to stay right here on the head of the client. All right, so we got her pressed, and you could see the big strands of her hair. Oh, that wasn't hot enough. I was like, wait a minute. Where we going with this? I don't know what my stove was doing. It wanted a vacation, and I guess it felt like I was working it too much, because I was like, why? I need my curling iron smoking. I don't know. I think I had to come back in and recurl it. I'm not sure if that was this client or. So I'm just waiting. Oh, wow. Oh, now it's on the ceiling. Okay. I think I curled her whole head and had to come back in because I wasn't satisfied. You see my stove back there on my station. I don't know what my stove and we just weren't. Yeah, those curls look a little crazy. They look half curled. Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. All right, now we in business. The curling iron is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Because earlier, I curled that. I don't know what. I was like, wait a minute. This ain't doing it. You see the piece in the middle. That's how we know we got it wound all the way. Now, when you in school, you learn to take the hair left and take the hair right and keep clicking and turning until you work it into the middle. But then once you get in the salon there we go. And we get our technique down. I think I'm going to recurl this whole thing. Y'all, look at that. That curl looks so weak. Like it's tired. It was as tired as my curling irons. Maybe I didn't have it on or turned up high enough or something. Um, Touch the curling iron. We don't want to have a drop curl because we burned out somebody's head. So you always want to touch your curling iron on your towel, or some people use a white Sanex because they want to make sure they don't turn the Sanex brown. But after you curl for so long, you learn um, what's too hot and what's not. It's just, yeah, I'm glad I recurled this because this would not have been pretty. It would have been pretty weak. You'd have seen it and been like, ooh, she don't know how to do a Marcel curl, but I can crocodile with the best of them. Oh, man, you left a piece. Oh, what are we doing with that piece? Hopefully we're going to come back and curl it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nothing like Marcel's. I mean, I curl with the flat iron, but when I want to get some curls done, I need to pick up my curling iron. Okay, why did I not get that piece? Well, we getting it now. It's a little crowded area, but we gonna knock it out. Um, I guess if I'm like curling like a flexi rod, like a spiral curl in a vertical direction, yeah, maybe. But for curling like this, I like Marcel's. It just gets done so much faster. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I think I recurled the whole head. She has really nice hair. It's big. Each strand, I don't know if y'all can see those singular strands by themselves. She wears braids, so when she takes her braids out, she comes in and I do a scalp treatment. I do I like to do the Paul Mitchell tea tree on her scalp. I like the scrub. I like the Mizani, which has a salicylic in it, which helps to exfoliate the dead skin cells off the scalp. Um, and then the scalp scrub by Paul Mitchell. It has tea tree, but it also has the exfoliating scrub, and that's really nice at the bowl. And then on her ends, I'll either do Mizani Moisture Fusion or Redken's Acidic Moisture and Protein. Just depends on how I feel her hair feels based on what she's telling me is going on. And this time she was like, my hair just feels so rough. So when someone says my hair feels rough and feels dry to me, I start with moisture as opposed to going in with protein. Though Redken's protein is a cream base, so it's very gentle, pH balanced. It is not a liquid cream like Affinity. And I don't really use Affigy anymore. I mean, I think I talked about that in another video. I used Affigy back in the late 80s, early 90s when we didn't really have anything else. And then when I did find something else, it was when I started working for Joyco. And I used to use K-Pack, which was a pH balanced cream-based protein. And it was a game changer for me. So I never went back to the liquid proteins. And then Care had one of the best liquid proteins, which was Super Reconstructor. So like Affigy, if somebody came in and their hair was breaking and shedding and just in a really weak, damaged state, you could go right in with Super Reconstructor, and I'm talking change the game same day. Soon as you rinsed it, the client would tell you next visit, oh yeah, my hair is not shedding like it was, things like that. So, but proteins have come a long way since the days of Affigy, and I see a lot of people using Affigy on social media, but there are a lot of other proteins that you can use. You just be careful with that Affigy. How many people still use their Marcel irons and curl with a stove? Drop it in the comments. Let us know how much you still use the Marcel's and stove. Because I really still enjoy it. You know, a lot of people don't ask for it, but I like to see them come back, make their way back. You know, finger waves are back real strong right now, so Marcel's are going to have their next day in the sun. Yeah, my grandson picked up the camera to help me because the camera was on the ceiling. It was everywhere. I was like, oh, wow, what's really going on with this camera? I'm still learning, y'all, so I hope y'all are enjoying this video. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and share so that the algorithm will know that people are liking and enjoying the content. If there's anything you want to see me do, let me know. There's anything you want me to share as far as on the teaching side, let me know. You want me to do a video on how to crokinole or learning how to crokinole with your Marcel's and your stove, and I can go through the whole process. Don't forget to show me your Marcel work. If it's short hair, long hair, medium hair, tag me, the cosmetology coach, so I can see your work and like and share as well. I think I'm getting a little more curl wax, putting it on my hands, and I'm getting ready to finger style her hair. I don't think I picked up a comb or Diane comb or wide tooth comb, because she was like, I'm a wrap it. So she just wanted a lot of body. She wanted tight curls, and not too tight, y'all, but she wanted full curls. Because tight curls would have been like a G iron, the size of your ring finger. But I could have gave those to her too if she wanted them. But that would have been a lot more clicking and turning. But yeah, it came out pretty. But she has really nice hair, so she's looking at the what the camera shows. It shows on my iPad. So here's the finish. And this is my grandson's handy dandy camera work. He was so helpful, y'all. I didn't really have to tell him what to get, what shot to get, none of that. It was it was nice to have somebody else helping me with the camera. So I said, can you come and shoot for me in your spare time? Because it was nice to have someone else holding the camera who gets the shot. Some people don't get the shot for you, so oh well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.